Welcome to the training on web development by Nishant Infosys. In this session, we will be introduced to HTML. First and foremost, we need to know what exactly is HTML and why is it important. HTML, or Hypertext Markup Language, is the standard markup language used to create and structure content on the web. It defines the structure of web pages by using elements represented by tags, such as headings, paragraphs, links, and images. The importance of HTML in web development lies in its role as the foundation of all web pages. It allows developers to organize content in a meaningful way, ensuring that web pages are accessible, interactive, and compatible across different browsers and devices. Now, let us look at the basic structure of an HTML document. The basic structure of an HTML document consists of several key elements that define its framework. It starts with the doctype HTML declaration, which informs the browser about the HTML version being used. Following this, the HTML tag wraps the entire content containing two main sections, the head and the body. The head section includes meta-information such as the title and links to style sheets, while the body section contains the actual content that is displayed on the web page, such as text, images, and links. Let's discuss about the doctype declaration. The doctype declaration is an essential part of an HTML document, used to specify the document type and version of HTML being used, ensuring proper rendering by web browsers. It must be placed at the very beginning of the HTML document, before the HTML tag. This declaration helps browsers to interpret the content correctly and ensures that web pages display consistently across different browsers. The first line in the shown code snippet shows the doctype declaration. Now, let's talk about HTML tags. HTML tags are the building blocks of an HTML document, used to define and structure content on a web page. Each tag is enclosed within angle brackets, typically consisting of an opening tag, such as P, and a closing tag, like P, which wrap around the content they affect. Some tags, like IM and BR, are self-closing and do not require a closing tag. These tags allow developers to create various elements like headings, paragraphs, links, and images, organizing the content in a clear and structured manner. The first tag we will talk about is the HTML tag. The HTML tag is the root element of an HTML document, encapsulating all the content and elements that make up a web page. It is placed immediately after the doctype declaration and signifies the beginning of the HTML code. This tag includes two primary sections, the head section, which contains meta-information like the title, links to style sheets, and scripts, and the body section, where the main content of the web page, such as text, images, and links, is placed. The HTML tag is closed at the end of the document with HTML, marking the end of the HTML code. Now, let us talk about the head section of our HTML document. The head section of an HTML document contains meta-information and resources that define the page's structure, behavior, and display settings. It is essential for setting up properties like the document's title, character encoding, style sheets, and scripts, which are crucial for proper rendering and functionality. The head section ensures that the browser has all the necessary information to interpret and display the content correctly, making it a vital part of the HTML document. The title tag, located within the head section, specifies the title of the web page that appears on the browser's title bar or tab, helping users identify the content of the page at a glance. The meta tag provides metadata about the HTML document, such as the character set, author, description, and keywords, which can improve search engine optimization, SEO, and ensure the correct display of content. After the head section, we have the body section next. The body section of an HTML document is where all the visible content of a web page is placed, making it the core part of the web page that users interact with. It contains various HTML elements like headings, paragraphs, images, links, tables, lists, and more, which collectively create the web page's structure and content. This section is critical for presenting information, engaging users, and providing the interactive features of the website. The body section begins with the body tag and ends with the body tag, encapsulating everything that is rendered on the screen and is designed to work in tandem with the head section to ensure a seamless and functional user experience. Now, let us look at some basic HTML tags. Firstly, we have the heading tag. Heading tags in HTML, such as H1 to H6, are used to define headings and subheadings within a web page's content hierarchy. They play a crucial role in organizing and structuring content for readability and accessibility. The H1 tag represents the main heading of the page, typically the most important title that summarizes its content. Subsequent heading tags, from H2 to H6, denote decreasing levels of importance and are used to create hierarchical relationships between sections of content. Search engines also use heading tags to understand the structure and relevance of the content, which can impact SEO efforts. Proper use of heading tags not only enhances the semantic structure of the web page but also improves usability by helping users navigate and comprehend the content more effectively. The code snippet shows how we can define the headings in HTML code. And this is the output of the code snippet. Next comes the P tag. The P tag in HTML is used to define paragraphs of text within a web page. It is one of the fundamental tags for organizing and presenting textual content in a structured manner. The P tag is typically used to enclose blocks of text that form cohesive units, such as paragraphs, articles, or sections of a document. It automatically creates white space before and after the paragraph, making the content visually distinct from surrounding elements. Additionally, the P tag can be styled using CSS to adjust text alignment, spacing, font size, and other visual properties, offering flexibility in how paragraphs are displayed on the web page. Proper use of P tags helps improve readability and accessibility by breaking down content into manageable sections, enhancing the overall user experience. The code snippet shows how the P tag can be used to define a paragraph in our HTML document. And this is the output of the previous code snippet. Now let's discuss about the A tag. The A tag in HTML, also known as the anchor tag, is used to create hyperlinks that connect one web page to another or to different sections within the same page. It plays a crucial role in web navigation and user interaction by allowing users to click on text or images and be redirected to another URL or resource. The A tag requires an ref attribute, which specifies the destination URL or the location within the same page where the link leads. Additionally, the A tag can include text, images, or other HTML elements nested within it to serve as clickable elements. This tag is essential for building interconnected web content, facilitating seamless navigation between web pages, and enhancing the accessibility and usability of websites by providing intuitive pathways for users to explore and access information. The code snippet shows how we can use the tag to create a hyperlink in our document. And this is the output of the previous code snippet. Next comes the ing tag. The ing tag in HTML is used to embed images or graphics into a web page. It is a self-closing tag that does not require a closing tag. The main attribute of the ing tag is src, which specifies the URL or file path of the image to be displayed. Images can also have optional attributes such as alt for alternative text, which describes the image for accessibility purposes or when the image cannot be displayed, and width and height to specify the dimensions of the image on the web page. The ing tag is essential for enhancing the visual appeal and engagement of web pages by incorporating visual content, ranging from photographs and illustrations to icons and logos. Proper use of the ing tag, along with appropriate attributes, ensures that images are displayed correctly and contribute to a positive user experience on the web. The code shows how we can embed an image onto our document. And this is the output of the code snippet. Let's now discuss lists in HTML. Lists in HTML are used to organize and structure content into ordered, numbered, and unordered, bulleted lists. Ordered lists are created using the ol tag, where each list item is marked with li tags and the items are automatically numbered. Unordered lists, on the other hand, are created with the ol tag, where each list item is also marked with li tags and items are typically displayed with bullet points. Lists help break down information into manageable chunks, improving readability and navigation within web pages. They are commonly used for navigation menus, itemized content, instructions, and various other types of content organization, enhancing both the structure and user experience of web pages. The code shows how we can create an ordered and unordered list in our HTML document. And this is the output of the code snippet. We hope this video was insightful and that you have understood how to use basic HTML tags. We will continue our discussion about HTML in the next session. Thank you.